What's good with y'all boys? Damn, that was a hard clap this time. Last time was better. Today's video, we just reacted to most underrated characters in fiction. Now I hope y'all having a good Thursday. It's gonna be a 4-day weekend, so I'm gonna have enough time to really upload as much videos as I possibly can. You know what I mean? Um, um, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. They had Max Steel in the in the like thumbnail and stuff, and I was like, bro, like I need to react to this because, bro, I relate to Max Steel heavily. Power Rangers, even the slug character. I forgot his name. I forgot his bro. They're so underrated that I forgot like some of their names. I know them, but like I forgot some of their names, bro. Like that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's insane. But we're gonna get started with this video. I'm gonna see what I say from there. Make sure y'all subscribe and like and comment if you're new. Make sure y'all go pull up to that Instagram for more updates on where I'm at. If I'm going from YouTube, tap into that Discord for more future videos like this. Let's get to this video. Yes.
Underrated. There are a lot of underrated characters I've talked about on this channel, such as Bolt's Delusional Ass, Shiro and the homie Turbo, but these three ain't even close to the people I'm gonna be talking about today. This basically a hydrogen bomb versus a coughing baby, like trying to compete with a light skin before the great shift is just not fair. These three characters stand at the pinnacle of childhood characters. The aura that just seeps off their body, unmatched, their pool game, sensational, their swag, different. Yes, I'm glazing and yes, I don't care. These are the characters that everyone can say are the GOATs without question. And we gon' start off with one of the greatest aura farmers of all time, Hiccup Haddock III. People really just be downplaying this man's aura.
Now, I don't know this one, but bro, I heard he got some Riz and some aura. My guy, unspoken Riz. Nah, I'm joking, but he does have some aura. Let's see.
Talking like he ain't one of the best to ever do it. He was the first one to ever tame a dragon and did it without having to scream at the top of his lungs like he just lost the love of his life. Was the first one to learn how to fly by himself. Even Toothless was
3 movies because the last one didn't get as much like attention. Bro, y'all need to give these like movies, these like underground movies a chance, cause that's what I be saying. Something underground, something that's underground like me, is always going to be somewhat good. It's always going to be somewhat the best. You know what I mean? It's going to be somewhat always better than the normal thing you watch or listen to or play or whatever. It's always going to be better.
Was geeked and was the first
even
one.
Eat. If you eat at an underground restaurant that's not even known, you're going to be saying, this is actually good. Some restaurants don't even try, but they actually try. Like, bro, you're gonna be like, oh, we should make this place live. That's why it's underground. They're cooking
To find the hidden world. Bro, his resume is stacked and none of it is cap. Nowadays, guys be saying they're risk takers. Dog, just say you're unemployed. And just peep the aura. Made himself and his crew armor out of dragon scales so they're fire resistant. Got in the lab and built himself a fire sword. Even with the zipple back gas and spark feature. Tell me this man ain't a genius. And people still wanna downplay him.
What more do you want from me?
Brody was even tough as a youngin in the first movie. Even though he looked like a girl's Photoshop pictures, he was still like that. One thing I will say though, I don't know what he was thinking with Astrid. I said this in my first How to Train Your Dragon video. She was high-key know that, I ain't gonna lie. This is one of them pics your homeboy pulls out and you just gotta say as long as you're happy, gang. I thought he was talking about Roughneck at the start. Would have been somewhat of a viable option. Actually, nope, I'm completely wrong. Dog, how is everyone chopped? Hiccup had absolutely zero options, had to pick from straight 60 overalls, no badges. I'm not even saying this like the guys were better, straight brown shirts. But oh boy, the goatness of Hiccup doesn't stop. The investment goes crazy, cause just peep the glow up in both movies too. He knows what he's done. This may have been the greatest investment I've ever seen, up there with 2013 Bitcoin. This glow up right here had me at the lunch table pulling straight underrated picks, knowing the
What I'm saying, he has that unspoken, you know what I mean.
investment
I'm not
would be
gonna say it.
generational. But anyways,
It's just
during the
cringy
first
enough to say
movie,
it.
he not only changed everyone's minds about the dragons, but revolutionized the whole village. Got dragons everywhere now. And low key, I would be mad as hell. It was already bad enough at the end of the first movie. The way it was at the third was insane. They was basically playing Crossy Roads with the dragons. I just know when they all had to leave, at least one person.
Bro, these seem like Pokemon cards, my guy. Like, you could just snatch them. Bro, this seems like you're fighting like a Pokemon in Pokemon Go or something like that, bro. Like, there's just Pokemon walking all over the place.
Playing Crossy Roads with the dragons.
Seems like
I
dog
just know
heaven.
when they all had to leave, at least one person was in the back parading happy as hell. Was getting sick of trying to get some sleep, and you got 20 dragons running around the crib that aren't even yours. Got random doo-doo all over the house, and suddenly there's no dragons to be seen. And
That's
Hiccup's
how I'm
over
like.
here saying they're about to bring
this
another
nigga
batch of
serious?
dragons. Bro, I will violate you. But even before changing the villagers' mindset, he defeated the queen dragon. It took a leg to do it, but it was still done. Stoic's dumbass really pulled up to the island thinking he was gonna cook. After smoking a bunch of dragons in his lifetime with ease, he thought this was gonna be a breeze. Red Death pulled up and he realized there's levels to this. We don't have the facilities for that, big man. Whole village hit a 100-meter sprint faster than Usain Bolt. Fastest I've ever seen them run, apart from that one time they heard LeBron was giving out free deer. Ran as fast as they could, and I was right there next to them. Hey, and you can't even lie, this fight was tough as hell. They was up there hitting bro with Killua's rhythm echo. Had the Red Death tweaking, decided she was gonna blow up everything just to get smoked 2 seconds later. Hit the ground, mouth wide open, just confused like these. And now that I've really deeped it, Hiccup is a straight killer. Every villain he's faced that I know of in the movies, cause I haven't watched the show, he's straight murked. Sent Draco Bloodfist to his death with the fake alpha, and Grimo he sent scuba diving. And hey, I ain't gonna lie, this kill was kinda crazy. Sent bro falling about 500 feet into straight water, was cooked the second he touched it. I thought he was a pacifist. He was straight setting people on fire while trying to get jiggy with his goal. Ain't even think twice about it. They was out here hitting team combos, looking into each other's eyes like that one couple at school. Dog, focus. And Astrid really was a great girlfriend. The way she was glazing him to Drago was insane. If she's not like this, I don't want her. Hashtag know your girth, kings. And I'm not sure if you guys saw, but he made that alpha switch teams in the third movie. He was over here bowing down to Toothless. Good boy. But Hiccup really is one of the GOATs. It's undeniable. From his accolades to his stats, he was really one of the all-time greats. But that brings me to my next person, Jim Walk Him Down Lake Jr. This may be one of the most underrated characters I've ever.
I recognize him, but I just don't know him. See, there's some characters that I don't know either. The other one I was familiar with. I didn't watch the show. I mean, I didn't watch the movie, but I was familiar with him. But this one I don't know.
Seen. Whole show is straight peak. Let me not get
recognize the
started
face,
on
though.
that terrible movie, cause I'm finna just start lining up everything, so I'ma just leave it at that for now. But regardless of his terrible decisions in that movie, Jim Lake Jr. is one of the greatest characters in fiction, and his resume is also stacked. Defeated Bula, defeated Gunma, hit Angle wrote with that choke no jutsu, defeated the Arcane Order,
Treating this like it's God of War bosses.
and the squad defeated Morgana. Tell me this man
Down
ain't
here, he's just gonna fight. He's just gonna fight.
that
Same
guy.
as you just like do it, or just like record a video, or eat, or play a game, or like do music, whatever. He's just gonna fight them, regardless, whatever, whenever. No
And
breaks,
he was
no
doing
nothing.
this as the first ever human troll hunter. I know the previous ones were mad as hell. It took them 3.5 years. Jim did it in 1 week. He was putting straight belt to ass in all of his fights. And I know damn well Blinky ain't that good of a teacher. Last troll hunter he trained, yeah, let's just say it did not go well for him.
First human hunter is crazy. Ain't no one in history can probably do that. That's impossible.
But people don't talk enough about how much Jim stands on business. He pulled up to the Docklands by himself. One man gets 50 and wasn't even phased. That new suit had him feeling different, was walking around like the man. I mean, just peep the suit, I would feel the same way. This the same as rocking that one all black fit, you know you only wear on special occasions. Other than that,
Toughest fit of all time. I just needed to say that. Shout out.
the same as rocking that one all black fit, you know you only wear on special occasions. Other than that, it's locked up, safely tucked away. But the act of Jim pulling up to the Docklands has to be one of the greatest pull-ups I've ever seen, cause this wasn't even to fight Gunma, this was a rescue mission for Claire's little brother. And I already know the only reason this was cause he ain't wanna embarrass Gunma in his own home court. He was about to have him looking like these with all his little minions watching, trying not to laugh. This whole Docklands arc was straight peak, every moment was amazing. The whole squad having to pull up to the Docklands to help, their whole escape and Gunma being released, the whole thing was straight peak. But what really made this man the GOAT was Troll Jim. This form right here had bro doing stuff he's never done before. Had bro pulling up out of nowhere just to show the new fit, straight pulling moves out his ass, cause I know damn sure Blinky ain't teach him this. Break dancing while blocking is insane. Furthermore, taking on a 2v1 with two of the strongest people in the show is even more insane.
Bro, if Michael Jackson was in this fight, bro, he would be heavily inspired by this one.
And he was low-key winning. Even made Angle Ross switch teams at the end to help them defeat Morgana. Crossed over to the Naruto verse just to learn that skill. Told bro, you used to be a real nigga. Now you just been taken over by the Snow Bunny mind control. Lock in, gang.
My God, are you black? I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that.
Came to his
Maybe he is. There's other black people out there.
senses real quick, and that final fight with Gunma was peak cinema. Bro was just throwing him about like nothing, overcame the decimal blade and took bro out with ease. But just for the peak parts, let's talk about the movie. They really tried to make Jim lose all his Hall of Fame badges. For like the first 90% and the last 3%, he was straight ass. So Jim was only really goated like that for like 7% of the movie. The rest he was a straight bum, out there running cardio for a good couple of days. But when that new suit came in, oh boy, straight peak. And this may be an unpopular opinion, but oh boy, straight.
You could have that as a suit in a game. You can't top that, bro. You can't.
Straight peak. And this may be an unpopular opinion, but I low-key like this one more than the original blue and white. The black and red will always be on top, but this one, I can't even lie, the green is
the
just
black and red one, both of them were just like just disgusting. This is like even more like this is getting up top, you know what I mean? Just like how you spray like just like how you spray germs and it goes away and it's more clean. It just gets cleaner and cleaner, you know what I mean?
tough. But anywho, after
He probably
still
had the armored one, he had the red armored one, and now he has that, you know what I mean?
it came in clutch and he got that new amulet,
kinda like
Brody
that.
was just going stupid. Like guys after getting a fresh cut, the confidence level skyrocketed within seconds. Had Brody pulling up to the nearest gas station, full set of armor on, just looking for attention. You're weird, buddy. You're weird. But since I want to talk about the rest of that garbage movie, I'ma just move on to my next character, Max Steel. This character may just be the least under.
Now this one I know. This one I know. Bro, y'all, I will guide you through why Max Steel is the hardest superhero alive, man. One of the hardest ones. He's up there with Spider-Man, Power Rangers, like Black Panther, Dark Moon if you want to say. Bro, he's up there with all of the masked men. Bro, he's up there with all the masked men up there, bro. I swear.
Raid, but I haven't seen enough people talk about him, so I'ma just take it upon myself to do so.
Even Nova too. I'm gonna put Nova in there since I have him on the thumbnail. Nova, I'm gonna put him in there too.
And the second this man got Steel, he immediately started cooking.
Nah, I mean, like, Future was right about Mask Off. He was right about that being hard, cause whoo-wee. If you listen to that and see like the superhero that have the mask on and off.
Now with Entech with
You'll
ease
treat it like the song. I promise you.
and fighting the elemental on his first day on the job. I don't know what I would even do if I saw this coming right towards me. It's straight fight or flight, and I'm picking flight, getting the hell up out there with a quickness. Guys be swearing they about to go crazy in a fight. If that was me, I would have hit it with an uppercut and a left. Relax, brother. Everyone knows you're not like that. Stop it. And Max even has the pulling ability as well. On
My instincts is too crazy. You're not catching me.
his first day of school, he bagged the finest goal. Sydney, come on, man, that's too easy. And I ain't even gonna lie, the white chocolate in the show was
Oh
kind.
yeah, he does have perfect. You know what I mean? He does have W. You could say the rest. I'm not gonna say it because it's just cringy to say.
Kinda tough. Sydney, Max's mom, and that one officer from
But he
Entech.
can pull. He can pull. I could tell you that for sure. He can, and will sure do pull
I'm trying to go crazy.
on accident too.
My bad, bro. Dr. Umar ain't even a real doctor for real though. I saw that pig, he about halfway between the lines. I couldn't even tell if it was a black person the first time I saw this. But hey, even though Max Steel is so goated, we do not talk about that movie.
Max Steel was black. The whole black community had, bro. We have to dick ride this, man. We had to. They could have made the Max Steel character in the movie black. That would have made it more attention. You know what I mean?
It's genuinely so ass, it's insane. I rewatched it a couple
Really?
months ago and I didn't even know what I was watching. The suit, ass. The villain, ass. Sydney, ass. No other forms, ass. This like going to the barbers and telling them to do whatever. I don't know what they were.
No, it was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was. I like the show better. I feel like people should just stick with shows and games because, like, at the same time, what happens if you're not that focused on the movie and won't study out the show or the game and won't put as much to it? It's what they probably made mistakes of in that movie. That's why it was so empty in the movie theaters.
Thinking in that board of director's room, straight cooking up ass. But back
And
to
it was at number 0 at Rotten Tomatoes. Probably number like 0.5 or something like that. Something low.
the actual peak, the forms Max has easily makes him one of
This
the.
show was hard, bro. It was hard. It was hard. You know what I mean? It was on Netflix too. Netflix put me on, and I watched it a long time ago on Disney XD. And I was like, is this the show that I was watching on Disney XD? I watched one episode of it. And it was so good. Even this, I watched a show of it. Look. The snail, that snail shooting show or whatever it's called. Sluggerland, whatever. I watched that and Max Steel on Disney XD. If you know, you know. 2013.
The best superhero.
I was little, but I still understand it, bro. I still understand. I was watching Ultimate Spider-Man 2. Listen. You know, man.
Me
You know,
personally,
like I
my
said.
favorite was the speed form, but that's just because I'm a speed power type of guy. But the
Really?
stealth suit, I ain't gonna lie, this was
Bro,
beautiful.
the spikes was hard. Oh my gosh, bro. That would be my next Instagram profile. The spikes was super hard. Y'all need to watch this show to really get like as much detail and as much like forms as you can, because you'll be like, damn, bro, like this should be like remastered. There should be like a season 3, bro. This should have been getting more attention than other superhero movies. This should have been in the Marvel universe. You know what I mean?
And the range he had was insane. Going
is
from
that
Turbo
good.
Nova, Turbo Titan, and Turbo Shamik Moore, where all of a sudden all his risks go straight out the window and he starts losing aura by the second. Had Laura calling Buddy weird all over TikTok. Yeah, the aura points were just decreasing rapidly. He tried to make a comeback after Haley got engaged. Posted this thinking it was so tough. How you lose an aura as a Spider-Man? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. But other than that, Max's modes were tough as hell, and
Nah, that's not Miles. That's Shamik Moore. Don't forget that. That's Shamik Moore. It's not Miles.
tag team with his dad against Manico was insane. Bro entered the ship to find his dad sitting there. Brody was waiting for him like he just came home at 4 AM after the function. Hey, these parents are getting soft. Back in my day, I would have been hit with 20 clotheslines back to back. But hey, that's now enough of my ranting. We have come to the end of the vid. This is just some characters I wanted to speak about that I thought were underrated. I know this isn't my normal type of vid, don't worry, the movies are still coming out of course. I got a banger coming next. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the vid.
Alright, WVid, man, WVid. We needed that too. I needed that, you know what I mean? I saw that, I was like, bro, they have Max Steel in there? Oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna talk about this, bro. They had that guy from that Dragon movie in there? Yeah, you know what I mean? Sorry about the clickbait for the Nova thing, but I mean, Nova's kind of underrated in like the Marvel universe, but he's cool, you know what I mean? I think Nova's like the best characters, you know. They need to put him in Marvel Rivals. They put Iron Fist in Marvel Rivals. They should just put Nova there, you know what I mean? But that was a good video, man. That was a real good video. Like my favorite part of that is when he talked about Max Steel. And yes, it was my favorite part because that's the only show I know from there. And if you grew up watching Disney XD, you would know that would be on there. That you know that would be their secret sauce. You know that would be like if they were cooking or not, bro. If they were cooking on like the shows that they were putting on and streaming, that would be the one, bro. That would be the one. That would be cooking in the oven. You know what I mean? Cooking the episode. You know what I mean? They'll have Ultimate Spider-Man on while they're cooking the episode, while they're cooking that Slug show. What else they had? I think they had I think maybe it was Ultimate Spider-Man 2. They pretty much had those 3 shows that I watched. Dang. And I wish I watched a lot of Cartoon Network. I only watched a couple of Cartoon Network. I watched it in 2020 and some in 2013, but I just watched Disney XD, you know what I mean? It was better than Disney. It was just another version of Disney XD. Y'all just would know what I'm talking about. But if you did enjoy this video, man, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Make sure y'all go pull up to the Instagram for more updates on where I'm at if I'm gone from YouTube anytime soon. Make sure y'all go tap into the Discord. It's going to be lit for more future videos. And yeah, until then, I'm out. I'm gone. Peace. WVid again. That's doing.